You guys set?
Let's do it. And I'm set, so.
Colton, day one. Got to be nice to be back here with the guys. It's kind of like a kid at Christmas feeling for you guys to be back out here for camp.
Yeah, the air is different. As soon as you walk in the building, day one, it's time to lock in, get the pads on, and get to work.
How did you like the look of the offense, where the offense is right now here on day one?
Yeah, we've been grinding all off season, and it's really good to see, coaches battling. It's like a chess battle out there, but they're running fast, they're running hard, and they're making plays, so I love seeing it.
How have you grown from last year to this year?
I've definitely grown, staying, not going outside the playbook, not, just making stuff up on my own. I've really been focused on, finding, read one, read two, read three, getting through my progressions, finding where my check downs are. That's kind of been the major improvement I've made. And, just, always finding somewhere where the defense has a hole in it.
Do you have a QB1 mindset right now? Is that kind of what you're going in here feeling like you're the starter?
Yeah, that's how every quarterback should feel. That's how anyone on the field should feel. You always got to go in thinking you're the guy, and you always got to compete no matter what. You can't get complacent. You got to keep grinding no matter what happens.
How is your approach different this fall camp than the previous two?
I'd say just preparation-wise, getting here earlier, watching more film, getting in the playbook. Definitely this is my third year now, so knowing the plays coming into this year is a lot easier for me to process things and get through plays better than last year and the year before. But I'd say just mental preparation and getting in the swing of things faster.
Have you changed physically?
Yeah, I put on a little bit of weight. I got a little faster, so I'd say the weight big. You always got to stay fit in the weight room and lifting heavy. That's very important to, not only for injury but just strength-wise.
How much did you put on?
About 10 pounds.
How did the workouts differ this offseason compared to the previous two, knowing your role may have been different this season?
I don't think much different. I've always been a competitor, so every workout I was, competing my tail off to, be the best I can be. So I wouldn't say much different than before.
With the almost completely new wide receiver room, were you able to build some rapport with those guys over the summer?
Yeah, for sure. So, coming in, I was curious and didn't really know I didn't know what to expect at first, but seeing all their grit and how much they want to come out here and compete, that's the main thing you want to see as a quarterback is your guys. You'll be over here, they'll be 50 yards down the field, and be like, hey, why don't you throw me the ball? That's the stuff you want to see from your wideouts. They're hungry to get catches, and it's over the summer they've been grinding super hard and they've been eager to get out here at camp, and day one they're flying around out here.
You got some size too.
Oh yeah. Big time. Yeah. Love to see that.
Yeah.
How much discussion has there been, if any, about swinging some of these one-score games the other way?
We just got to stay true, play fast, play hard, play smart. At the end of the day, we can't control, as an offense, we can't control what the defense does. They can't control what we do. So we just got to go every play 1-0 and just do our 111, do our job, and that's the only way you could really play the game right there.
So in New Orleans last week, you were the one guy everyone talked about, and you weren't there. A lot of people were talking about your presence and how that has heightened expectations for ODU. Are you listening to that hype? Have you been on social media and saying some of the things that they've been saying and writing about you?
I don't like to look at the media too often. I like to just do me and get my work in without kind of the outside noise. I like to keep that away from my mind and just outside. Those two guys that represent ODU, those two great choices. You can't go wrong with Trinidad and Barliff. But yeah, you just gotta block out any outside noise. That's why I don't love to look at the media at all much. So during the season and off season, kind of just put the social media down and just work on my craft. So yeah.
Anything else, Colton?
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Colton. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Eric, thank you, man.